Good news, everyone! I'm not dead. If you missed my last video, I put in that video that I tested positive for the plague. Or if you're a Game Grumps fan, I bought tickets to the Backstreet Boys reunion tour. I've been under quarantine ever since that video came out Thursday, and it's been an experience. Symptom-wise, there wasn't really a whole lot. I basically had a sore throat and a runny nose for like 3 days. And after that, my throat was fine. And my nose, while no longer congested, just felt irritated. Is probably the correct word. Monday, I had no symptoms. It's Tuesday, and I don't know if this video is going to come out today or tomorrow. But I'm not really here to really talk about my symptoms and whatnot, because it's not that interesting. Nothing really happened. Mostly because the vaccine probably took care of most of the issues I would have had. What this video is about is a week of quarantine life, and me trying to stave off boredom for about a week. Thursday, day one, I edited that video, and then sat around watching YouTube. Then I decided, you know what, we're done with YouTube. We're gonna go on to something else. And I decided to watch a series, start watching a series that my coworker recommended, The Midnight Gospel. And starting from episode 1, I started to adore this series. Just the style of the series, the fact that Clancy just goes up to people, random people, starts to interview them, and they just start talking. This series has charm. And the fact that he collects shoes from every single world, I think it's just adorable. I love that. Friday, I started playing 60 Seconds again. I downloaded Reatomize, and the farthest I've gotten has been 52 days. That's only because I lost the suitcase, and everyone started getting captured. So yeah, I was fine. I was fine on food. I was fine on water. Just, I lost the suitcase. And everyone got captured. And it was awful. And there's nothing I could do. I also started playing Master Duel again, because I hadn't started this season yet, so may as well start while under quarantine. And I'm not super interested in trying to participate in the Xyz festival. Just no, I don't want to do that. But I've heard some things about it. But the good thing is that they banned Eldritch and True Draco and decks like that, so that they don't just totally dominate that festival format. But this was also the day where I decided that I just didn't want to do anything, and just sat around, laid around, watching mostly YouTube videos, and trying to play 60 Seconds. Saturday is really where the boredom of quarantine started to kick in, because that's usually the day where I go out to locals, but couldn't for obvious reasons. I basically just watched more of the Midnight Gospel, still didn't want to do much, and waited around for the new episode of Digimon to come out. If you haven't seen Ghost Game already, I highly recommend it. I think it's one of my favorite Digimon series by far. Gammamon is basically Guilmon 2.0, but I love him all the same. He's adorable. I love him. And I like how Gammamon has branching evolutions. Now, they did do some branching evolutions in Adventure 2020, but they were pretty much just for one episode. Sunday, I started to feel a lot better, and started to feel a lot more productive. Basically, I had a pile of cards sitting on my dresser, a bunch of cards in boxes, and a bunch of cards that are bulk in these deck boxes. So I needed to get them all sorted, because I've been incredibly lazy for the last few months, and I'm an adult. I promise I'm an adult. But little did I realize how long it was going to take, and how awful it was going to be for my back. There was a couple times where I had to just lay down on the floor, or just sit on my bed, while my back recuperated, and felt better. And I got pretty much all the piles done that day, except for the Digimon pile, because I need to buy a new binder for that. And getting all those sorted took about 4 to 5 hours. And I was running into a little bit of a problem, because I was still under quarantine, and I was kind of running out of some supplies. So I had to get my roommate to get some on his way home from Walmart, because he works there. Monday, my nose didn't feel irritated, but it felt like my nose had a nosebleed, because it probably did. Other than that, I felt fine, and I continued to sort out the boxes and deck boxes that I had from the previous day. That also took about 4 hours to do. And ever since Friday, I just didn't feel like making food. I ordered Grubhub and DoorDash for 3 days. But I finally felt well enough to actually start making food again, and I made shells and cheese. Today, Tuesday, not feeling any symptoms, and I get a call from the public health department. They asked me a few questions, what symptoms I've experienced, how long they were, just general stuff like that. They basically gave me the okay to go out into public, but I have to wear a mask, which is fine because I was intending to do so anyways for at least a week. They said that I should be fine to take it off starting Saturday, but I'm gonna keep wearing it just in case. Either way, I've been wearing a mask around the house anyways because I don't want to get my roommates sick. And I've only been coming out of my room to get food, water, bathe, brush teeth, and use the restroom. So I've been inside my room for most of the time. And I never lost my sense of smell or taste either. My roommate, who has had it twice, and the first time he had it, he lost his sense of smell. I think he can smell elderberries at this point, but I don't really know. And I am glad that I didn't lose either one of those things. And like I said in my last video, I would have felt worse if I didn't have the vaccine and have been boosted. And at this point in the pandemic, it's not really an if you'll get it, it's more of a when you'll get it. I was just more of hoping I could have gotten to the endemic phase before I got it, but here we are. And I did get a few ideas that I want to do for future videos, so if you want to see those, subscribe to the channel. My name is Brent. I am Maxed Out Weird. I didn't die. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.